one game away. Blow up. We're playing for something, man. We're playing for something. It's gotta mean something to you. It gotta mean something. Everything you got. Let's finish this.
Do it, fellas.
Let's go.
Let's do it, fellas.
Finish 2 3. 1 2 3. Finish.
You view this season as a failure?
Oh my God. Okay, because I'm not that up. You asked me the same question last year, Eric. Okay. Do you get the promotion every year on your job? No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. You work towards a goal. It's not a failure. It's steps to success.
You ready to make history? Come on now. Yeah. You know, there's these two words. And when I say them, people get goosebumps cause they know what happens next. So without further ado,
free smoke.
Look, scared cause I'm drowning in silence with bad thoughts. These days I don't have nothing to say, man, the bag talks. I put in headphones on my driver. Pull up to the spot and give a good dick and Godiva. I can't lie, I'm uninspired. No more pillow talking about nonsense. I only stick around to put some band-aids on my conscience. I don't know why I feel so bad, nigga. That's what we do, no foundation. We don't build no more, we just screw. Half a bottle of Henny, girl, I'm going with the wind. The same niggas say they happy for me, ain't want me to win. So I'm done on my friends. Don't need help popping Coronas and reminiscing. I just call up Big Bro J and say it's time for venting. If I live forever, I hold this hate for some centuries. You don't know how much or how you doing what it meant to me, but motherfuck all that. I don't even offer up the time to make the call back. Stupid Lodo, if they don't get the picture now, man, I crop them out of the photo. I can't relate to my peers. Been doing this shit for years. I'm motivated by fears. I took the wheel and I steer. My sound not dictated by fuck boys in Atlanta. Stay gifted like this album was ghost written by Santa Bars forever, like they decided to throw me under Slammer. Every song's a hit like they picture me underhanders. I could drop 1,000,000 songs, but they never gon' understand us. Soapbox sermons for niggas never giving chances. Fight our whole lives to get these weak ass advances. Work twice as hard for the shit that they getting handed. And this ain't even nothing we chose, nigga, we branded. Still can't tell why all of these niggas mad at me. I'm trying to get 100 so I can put my team on salary. Give it all to the art, man, I turn my life to a gallery. Man, damn, what a fucked up masterpiece. 1,100 shots and I swear, man, I felt them all. If we ain't even good on our block, man, who can we call? Pre-decline state of mind, we broke crabs in the barrel. Got us fighting our folk, man, this shit just a life of peril.
I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Yeah, I just want to start this episode off by saying that I had saw a little headline or something like that was saying that the Weeknd, my guy Abel, WEEKND, this is about to be his last album as The Weeknd. So I'm wondering, do that mean he gonna start making music as Abel? Is he going under a new moniker, as a new, you know what I'm saying? This can't be the end. This can't be the end of Starboy. Look what you've done. This can't be the end. You know, I was just listening to what's that song called? Is there someone else I'm not? No, not that one, not that one. What was the one I was listening to, bruh? What was the one I was listening to? It wasn't Blinding Lights, bro. What was the one I was just listening to? Oh, it's that Say You Love Me, but I'm out of time. That's that shit, boy. Hey, yo, go listen to Out of Time, bruh. That shit is fire, bro. Out of time. That's flames, bro. The whole Weeknd just got something about. He just know how to make great music, bro. But listen. How's everybody's day going, bro? Shout out to everybody who had a good day out there. And if you didn't have a good day, man, hopefully a good day occurs within the next 24 hours. But listen, I am Saint. This is Kicking It with Saint. Like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff if you want to. We are here to talk about the NBA playoffs once again. And tonight, Them old dirty ass Boston Celtics took a L at home. But we ain't here to talk about Boston first. I want to talk about this absolute marvel that is Nikola Jokić. This man is an absolute marvel. An absolute marvel. I cannot remember the trade. Like, bro, I should have did this before I got on here. Nikola Jokić was drafted to the Denver, right? Like, he wasn't a part of that Portland trade years ago, was he? When they decided between... I gotta find out, bro. Hold up, man. Hold up. Because I can't remember. I'm trying to remember. Was he traded in that trade from Portland? I'll find out later, bro. But I can't remember. I don't know how that just popped up in my head. But that just randomly popped up in my head, bro. That he might have been on the Portland Trail Blazers at some point in time. And now I am so fascinated to find out if he was the one who got traded all those years ago. I gotta be tripping. Man, I ain't in the... Oh, you know what? I'm glad I just thought about that. But we are here to talk about the marvel that is Nikola Jokić. Listen, Nikola Jokić with another triple-double, another phenomenal. You know, this dude is a marvel. It's like watching Pau Gasol on steroids. That's literally what it's like watching Pau Gasol on steroids. Because this dude is a marvel. The way he passed the ball, the way he can just dominate down low in the post, the way he can get everybody else involved like this. Oh my goodness. To me, no, he was drafted by the Denver Nuggets in round 2, pick 41. Okay, I'm glad I got that squared away. But when you look at what the Denver Nuggets, and one of my biggest complaints with the Denver Nuggets over the last 2 games that they had in Portland, not in Portland, in Phoenix, was look at how they played. Murray and Michael Porter Jr., the selfish ball play, getting away from passing the ball, spreading the ball around. You look at the game that they played tonight. Jokić can have a 2-man game with basically anybody on the team. He could do it with KCP. He could do it with Bruce Brown. He could do it with Murray. He could do it with Porter. He could do it with Gordon. I said it on the last episode, but Jokić is a dude who you can build a championship team around. Jokić, to me, like I just said, is Pau Gasol on steroids. Like, Pau could pass, he could shoot, he could get people involved, he could run the offense, he could dribble the ball up the court, he could do all those great things that Jokić do. But Jokić do it on such a higher level, and is asked to do it on such a high level because obviously Pau had Kobe on his team. I could imagine what Jokić with Curry, Jokić with Giannis, Jokić with, well, actually, I don't know about that Jokić with Giannis, but Jokić with another great wing or with a guard like with Curry would be unbelievable because everything that Jokić can do. Like my homie was talking about how he want to see Joel Embiid play for the Warriors. I want to see Jokić play with any true star or the few superstars that's out there because Jokić is a championship level player. To me, he just played the game the right way. And when you look at the times in which Denver struggle, it's because dudes is going one-on-one, constantly stopping ball movement, going up the floor. And then they turn it into a one-on-one game, and Devin Booker and Kevin Durant are going to win that type of game every single time. Because it don't matter how many points Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. believe they can score. Devin Booker and Kevin Garnett are going to score more. That's just reality. The offense has to run through Jokić. And it's better when it runs through Jokić. It's a phenomenal offense when it runs through Jokić. And it's not even one of them offenses where Porter and Murray can't get off within that offense. It's a situation of want to. It's a situation of much like the Warriors, sacrificing personal stats at times in order to have ultimate team success. I love the system that Mike Malone run. And I think you can, like I said before, just now and before, I believe Jokic is a championship level player. So I do believe you can build a championship team around him. I do believe he can be the catalyst for a championship push and a championship win ultimately. So I don't think Jokic is a problem. I get why he done won MVP over the last 2 years. I'm happy that the world get to see him on this stage because it's absolutely unbelievable what he's doing. I told you that them wasting that 50-plus point game from him last game was ridiculous. Just like I thought it was ridiculous that the Warriors wasted that that triple-double from Steph. Like, you waste these games, and it's worse to me for the Nuggets because you have so many pieces on this team. You had a chance in every game to close this series out and to be the better team and to win those games in Phoenix. But you chose to get into a game of it's me versus Devin Booker, it's me versus Kevin Durant, rather than playing the game that got you to this point anyways. Steph Curry playing with a lot of dudes who just ain't got it no more or who ain't never had it or who had it for a year or two. That's just the reality. That's not what Jokic is playing with. So when you see dudes like Murray and Porter take the ball out of Jokic's hand and decide to go AWOL, basically, that's when the Denver Nuggets get into trouble. And that's when it's hard to tell, can this team truly be as great as you want them to be? I love that Jokic done made an effort on the defensive side of the ball to be a little bit better. I like that he done made an effort to run the court more up and down defensively and the offensive. Like I was telling somebody earlier today, well, it's not somebody, I was telling my guy earlier today that like one of my biggest problems with Joel is sometimes he just become a big blob out there late in games because he's so his conditioning get bad, he exhausted, and he just become a big old 300-pound just boulder out there that's just, you know, just lumbering up and down the court late in the game at a slower pace than anything else. And so you look at Joel tonight and you watch how he played. That's the Joel that you want to see. I still think Joel should be hitting the conditioning like crazy in the offseason because I still don't even think we done seen the greatest version of Joel Embiid yet. But that's personally just me. Jokic, I also think could get into the gym and do some conditioning, some strengthening and things like that, some toning. And we could see an even greater version of Jokic. Like, for those people out there who's still not convinced that Jokic is that guy, you just don't know ball, my guy. You simply don't know ball because Jokic is a absolute menace. And I'm glad Mike Malone was able to get this thing under control because when you look at the Denver Nuggets, and like I say, when they pass the ball, spread the ball around and get everybody else involved, that's when they're at their best. You got Kentavious hitting threes. I mean, they got so many different dudes who can. And this kid, Braun, who come out of Kansas, man, what an addition this dude has been. This dude is a perfect team guy. He do all the dirty work. He defend at the highest level. He rebound the ball. He hustle. Like, you love to have players like that. What he lack in his scoring ability, he make up for in all the other areas. Aaron Gordon, a phenomenal. He can defend 1 through the 5 right now. You love to see it. He run the court. He don't get depressed and put his head down when he not getting the ball. He just continue to work hard. And you love to see it because he could be a totally different way coming from the situation he came from, where he knew he was going to get a certain amount of shots up. So I truly do believe on paper, the most talented team people might think is the Celtics. And my bias might have me say the Lakers. And then my second bias might have me say the Warriors. But being dead ass with you right now, the Denver Nuggets' biggest problem, in my opinion, is not the defense, even though Devin Booker up to this game was waking up every day knowing that he was about to go drop 40. I think the problem with them, because they taking on, I don't know if you play 2 other dudes in the playoffs on the same team that can put up the level of points that Devin Booker and Kevin Durant putting up right now. Like, Kevin Durant not even shooting the ball good. Devin Booker is. At one point in that time, Devin Booker had took 40 shots and hit 32 of them bitches. So that should let you know the type of heater that this dude is on. I don't know if you get that in any other series. Let's say the Lakers win this next series. I don't think you get that from LeBron and AD. Let's say somehow the Warriors find a way to win it. You get that from Curry, but who else you getting that from? You go to the finals and you take on Miami. You getting that from Jimmy Butler, but who else? You go to what's the other team? The Knicks. I don't think you get that. You go to the Celtics. You might get that from Tatum. You go to Philadelphia. Joel Embiid can get it to a certain extent, but I don't think Harden is being considered. I saw somebody say the other day that they thought James Harden was a glorified role player at this point in his career. And that's crazy to me, because if James Harden at this point in his time in his career is a glorified role player to people, what is Klay Thompson? That's all I want to know. And that's no disrespect to Klay. A lot of people in my life think I don't like Klay Thompson, think I done hated on Klay Thompson or something like that. That is not the case. I haven't overhyped Klay Thompson's career the way I think some people have because of their dislike for Steph Curry. Some people don't like Steph Curry. So every opportunity they get, they're going to try to overinflate things to try to make it seem like he didn't really accomplish nothing or that he needed help, as if everybody in the league don't need help. Klay Thompson and Draymond did not make a 75th anniversary team. Draymond should have, Klay shouldn't have. If they have an 80th anniversary team, Draymond Green should make that team. Klay Thompson ain't making that team. Like, he shouldn't have made the 75th, and he ain't going to make the 80th or the 85th. Like, and that's no shot at Klay Thompson. But Klay Thompson, before the injuries, wasn't on the 75th anniversary team. So after the injuries, you think he is? To me, that's insane. You look at Steph Curry and what he has been for Klay Thompson's career. If you think James Harden is a glorified role player at this moment, then I don't know how you view Klay Thompson. That's all I'm saying. But moving on back to this Phoenix series. Now, the Phoenix Suns will get another game at home, and I'm interested to see. I'm not ready to say, oh, yeah, Denver going to go in there and handle business. I'm pretty sure Denver will go in there and be in the game. They will always be able to compete in this game for the simple reason. At this point, I don't even care that the Suns play a lot of dudes on their bench. Denver is just the better team at the end of the day. However, Michael Porter Jr. and I was going to say DeJounte and Jamal Murray, they have this thing about them where they willing to fuck up a game for their team and a hot second. And that's just how I go. So I'm interested to see if what Phoenix. Now, it's very interesting to me that Kevin Durant has yet to have. He done had high scoring nights because he got to shoot the ball. And he done had that free throw night where it helped him along. We have yet to see him really have a super efficient game and a high scoring game where it's like KD carried us throughout this game and we won it because of that. Dare I say he haven't even had one of the games that he had in that series against Giannis a couple years back. So I'm interested to see if this is the game where you get that, because Devin Booker really have been carrying the Suns to this point. And then you get to these Boston Celtics, who got a big time L in front of Lucky the fucking Leprechaun. Oh man, it warms my soul. It warms my heart to see the Boston Celtics fail. Not the players on the team, the organization. As a lifelong Laker fan, it brings me no more joy to see any team in this league lose over the Boston Celtics. To see the Boston Celtics lose is like getting a great present on Christmas morning. You can't beat it, really. Knowing that this team that everybody want to say is so great, won one championship in my lifetime, continue to talk as if they the Lakers or something. Like they done won as many chips as the Lakers have in modern NBA times. Now let me take my personal biasness out of this. I am flabbergasted that the Celtics lost this game. But I was flabbergasted when the Celtics lost last year to the Warriors and it didn't take 7 games. For the simple reason, while I always said I picked the Warriors to win because obviously I'm a Steph Curry fan, so I was always going to pick the Warriors. And even if I didn't, I was always going to be rooting for them because I'm a Steph Curry guy. I will never, listen, bro, I will never root for the Celtics to win. I don't care who the fuck they play against, bro. I'm always going to be rooting against them, even if I told you that I think they will win this series. Understand, if I go into a series and I say the Celtics should win this series, I'm going to pick them to win. From the first whistle and the first jump ball. I'm rooting for me to be wrong. I'm never going to root for the Celtics. So seeing the Celtics lose is glorious to me. However, what I cannot understand is how you have a team with as much talent on it as the Celtics have, and you still lose these type of games. You still can't figure out how to put all this together. Oh, they got to a championship last year. I don't know if you noticed or not, but this business ain't about what you did last year unless you won it all. You get a moment of reprieve when you do that. They didn't do that. So now it's back to the grind. You get a reprieve when you are LeBron James and done won multiple championships. Steph Curry, you don't won multiple. And even they don't even get the breaks that they deserve and the reprieves. But you definitely don't get that when you're the Boston Celtics and you have this level of talent and you go onto your own home court and get mollywopped. Absolutely dominated. And while it was glorious for me to watch it, you got yourself a problem. Because Malcolm Brogdon, Marcus Smart, Al Horford, Grant Williams, Marcus Williams, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, like just a plethora of talent littered throughout this team. And they keep coming up short. Now, I'm not telling you that this series is over. They could very well go into Philadelphia and pick up a win. They played good in Philadelphia in the 2 games they played in Philadelphia. So I'm not telling you that the Boston Celtics can't go into Philadelphia and pick up a win. But what I am telling you is that it's surprising that they cannot figure out a way to be consistent with this. I just didn't expect for them to lose this game tonight. I'm going to be honest with you. I wanted them to lose. So I was happy when they ultimately lost it, but a bit shocked, a bit disappointed. And this is what I'm telling you, bro. Y'all, at some point in time, y'all gonna have to appreciate Steph Curry and LeBron James at the same time. Name 2 other players who done been as consistent as, I'm not even talking, fuck greatness for a second, and the accolades and the stats. What 2 players done been as consistent? You expect them to win games for this amount of years, and they've done it. At the top of the marquee, they showed up every day, every game, every night that their names was out there and that their teams was playing. This is why I had a level of respect that I have for Steph and LeBron, because at some point in time, you got to put your pitchforks down, you know, the Steph fans and the LeBron fans, and just appreciate it. Like, these 2 dudes is doing it at the absolute highest fucking level imaginable. Just enjoy it. Because you could be the Boston Celtics. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all for joining me on another episode of Kicking It with Saint. Tell somebody you fuck with them. Tell somebody you love them. You can be anything in the world. Choose to be kind to somebody today. Saint out.
I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am.
I got the moves like hot sauce. Lil' mama taking the top off. I'm laying down getting topped off. After this, you know she getting knocked off. I know she loving the money, so I keep on thumbing and thumbing. She say she horny when she taking shots, so I keep them coming and coming. Now I'm putting dick in her tummy, scoop her up like I'm raking her something. You would think shawty red track, the way that she running and running. You getting dumber and dumber. You out here chasing the bone. After she finished from giving me dome, the Uber is taking her home. Tight.